Well, it's a big game both for the Mumbai Indians and for the Rajasthan Royals. The Mumbai Indians started well. Well, then they just completely lost the plot, managed to pull it back a little bit towards the end. But, of course, I'm just speaking in platitudes to speak about more technicalities. I have Zaheer Khan and Michael Vaughan here with me. Safe to say, though, started well. And then what happened in the middle? Those, 7 overs, 40-odd runs, 5 wickets. They messed it up pretty good, proper, didn't they?
They did, but I think you've got to give Ajinkya Rahane a lot of credit.
Yeah.
You know, the way that he captained the side tonight, I thought he was smart. He put on Jofra Archer, got those 2 wickets. Jofra Archer and Ben Stokes, they bowled 8 overs and got 4 for 42 between the pair of them. And I said before the game, you know, the big players need to stand up. The other bowlers didn't quite get their lems and their lines right. I think both teams will be quietly happy in a funny way, because Mumbai Indians probably thought they were going to get 190, and then they thought they were going to get 150, and now they've got a decent score. And similar for the Rajasthan Royals, they probably thought they were going to be chasing 190, now they're chasing 169. So I think both teams are quite happy.
So there you go. You take away those 40-odd runs, which means that the remaining 12 overs have gone for over 120, which means they've gone over 10 and over.
It was a mixed sort of innings for both the teams, you know. For RR, it was a mixed day with the in the field, you know, with the drop chances and some brilliant catches.
It was two ends of the spectrum, right? And you see a Sanju Samson catch, and that's just brilliant. And then you see the Jofra Archer drop, and you're like, what?
But I think the real game changer was Jofra Archer. You know, he really turned the game for Rajasthan Royals, especially in that first innings. For MI, I think, you know, they set the platform perfectly for 190. I think for 10 overs, if you are 85 for no loss, you know, you expect the team to get to as close to 200 as possible. But those wickets really changed the game around, I think, you know. And well, look, if start of the game you ask RR 170 to chase, they'll say yes, we'll take it. So that's something, I think, you know, the balance is just shifted in RR's favour, I think, you know, halfway.
I think if you actually look at the pitch, it's a really good cricket wicket, because if you bowl badly on it, you're going to travel. But if you're smart and bowl well, like Jofra Archer and Ben Stokes, there's lots of cutters, kind of watching the batsman's feet, sometimes just restricting the batsman of any kind of width, and when they see the batsman go to the leg side, throwing the odd one wide of off stump to make them fetch the ball. You know, I thought those two were outstanding in terms of what they delivered. So it shows that, you know, if you go out there and are smart as a bowler, you'll be able to bowl well on this pitch. But if you have an off day and try and be a little bit ahead of the game and a bit too smart in a way, you might end up travelling into the stands a few times.
Yeah, because Zach, I asked you when all these balls were sort of standing up in the air. I remember the 18th over, I asked you, said, what's the problem? And that's exactly what you said. But Michael is saying that you thought maybe it was just getting a little sticky in the second half.
The wicket did look a little sticky, and that's why those high balls. So it's important to catch those high balls for sure. You know, it's not easy at night when the ball goes really high. So that's something, you know, which MI has to be watchful of. But if they hold on to their catch and their bowling unit can bail them out of the situation, you know. So their bowlers really need to put the hand up and create that pressure right from the word go, and you know, make a match out of it, because at this stage MI will be thinking that 20-25 runs short, and RR is going in the break thinking that, okay, we've done a great job on this kind of a track. If we get a good start, keep wickets in hand, and we can chase down this total. Yeah,
they've got 168 is where the Mumbai Indians landed up. Surya Kumar Yadav, of course, they got the opening partnership with Evan Lewis and Surya Kumar Yadav. It was a great partnership. They've obviously been doing really well at the top. And Surya Kumar Yadav now has the highest number of runs for an uncapped player. Zach, he's been fantastic this season, hasn't he? Sky, as you'd call him. Surya Kumar Yadav, Sky. There you go, and he's been in Paul Valthadi. Remember Paul Valthadi back then for Kings 11 Punjab? That was a long time ago, it seems like. And Surya Kumar Yadav's gone ahead, still has a couple of games in hand.
Well, he's grabbed the opportunity with both hands. You know, he's someone who's been batting low on the order for KKR. He's been playing that role of a finisher, so he would hardly get to face a number of deliveries. But I think, you know, this opportunity, he just grabbed it with both the hands, and he's had a good first-class season. So once again, good spotting by MI. He's kept Rohit Sharma away from that opening spot, which is not an easy thing to do. I think.
Yeah, but listen, it's not like they find somebody or the other to keep him away from that spot, because somehow nobody wants him in that spot when it comes to that team management, right? Which we spoke about earlier, and we find that extremely strange. But that is the truth. It seems like as the captain, he doesn't want to take that opportunity.
The problem that Rohit has is if he comes in at 4, he's generally out of the power play.
Yeah.
So what happens out of the power play? The field can spread. So if you've got someone like Jofra Archer on when Rohit comes in, you can have your 2 men back on the leg side. You can bounce him and say, and what happened today? First ball, he gets a bounce, it goes straight down final leg strike. Of course, there's a bit of fortune in that, but the fact that you can go aggressive with him when he comes in after the 6 with more fielders out, and you can go for the short ball, I just think it allows you, the team, to be a bit more aggressive against Rohit. At the top of the order, if he bats in the first 6, only 2 fielders are allowed out the inner ring. Very difficult to kind of have one there, one here, one there. You can't. So there's more gas. That's why I just think he's too classy a player. All right, the young lad's done great. Uncapped, and he scored a load of runs. Yadav looks a real fine prospect. But when I see him with that many runs, I look in my head and go, how many runs would Rohit Sharma have got if he'd have just batted that many times at the top of the order? I'm sure it would have been pretty similar, if not quite a few more.
Yeah. Zach, we've spoken about this enough, but we're not going to see it.
Once this topic starts, it just never ends. Someone like Rohit Sharma, if he faces 40 deliveries, you know that he's
getting 80
at least by 150 strike rate.
Yeah.
So so that's something which is a given. And at the top of the innings, as a batsman, you can take more time. You can soak in those dot balls, and you can make it up for those dot balls. But once you're set, and you've seen it with Rohit Sharma, if he gets past those first 10 deliveries, he's destructive.
There's only a small few can open the batting in T20 cricket. There's many who can get you 30, 40s and 50s. There's only a small few can actually bat the innings and get 110, 120. And Rohit Sharma's in that very small group, and there's only a small group globally that can actually bat the full innings. It's a hard skill to do in T20 cricket. Bat the whole amount of overs and get yourselves a 120, which obviously allows the team to go and get plenty. And Rohit Sharma certainly is in that bracket.
And Zach, and both of you have a great point about him playing through the innings, because even when he sees 200s in one-day cricket, you see his first 100 comes in about 75, 80 balls. His next 100 comes in 30. So when he's in, the bowlers are out. Not to be today. Today, of course, he fell first ball to Jofra Archer. But Rajasthan Royals still have to go out and get those runs, don't they? Both these teams are fighting to win the 3 games that they have left, including the one today, so that they can go to 16 points and actually challenge for a place in the top 4. No sureties right now, but you can only make it surer by winning today's game. Now, Rajasthan Royals have to go out and get these runs. They made the change. They'll also obviously have Darcy Short opening with Josh Buttler. Probably it's a rule in Mumbai that you got to play a left-right combination. I don't know. I haven't read the fine print. That could be happening. But with Darcy Short bowling, batting, Michael, they're obviously going, all right, we put a spinner up against him immediately.
Absolutely.
Let's give Markanday the first over.
The problem with that is Josh Buttler, because Josh Buttler hit spin hard. We saw that in his 95 not out. So it's one of those, as a captain, you've got to try and attack Darcy Short. But you've also got to put on the ball. I personally would make sure McClenaghan goes at Buttler. I'm looking at Josh Buttler. He's the man in form. 450s on the trot. He really is the one. You can't not think about Darcy Short, but certainly Josh Buttler is the one that you feel that if you can get him out quickly, it will go a long way to winning the game. So as a captain, as a team, you've got to be thinking, which of our attack is going to threaten Josh Buttler the most right now with that new ball in the first couple of overs? And I would say that it's going to be McClenaghan.
So first over McClenaghan, probably second over Markanday. Or JP Duminy, you never know. Sometimes you like throwing that as well, because he came out for to be non-striker for one ball. JP Duminy is too good a player to do that, but he did that, so he'll be sort of, you never know, he could toss the ball in as well.
With MI, you've seen that they've been using 4 bowlers in the power play minimum. They've been just kind of shuffling the bowlers. They've been using Bumrah very wisely to bowl that either 5th or 6th over of power play, which is very vital over. That's when batsmen are really looking to encash on that last few deliveries of power play. So that's something which will stay constant, I think, going in this game. But the key is Buttler. I think to create that momentum, to create that doubt in RR's run chase, the key is to get Josh Buttler out as soon as possible.
Okay, we're going to play a little game right now. This is a very interesting game. Both of you will love it. We're going to show you the Rajasthan Royals lineup, and both Zach and Michael will try to guess what the batting order will be for the top 7. Right? Fun game, isn't it?
Oh.
All right, let's go. We're gonna give them Darcy Short and Joss Buttler are the two openers. Now you got to tell us who's 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7.
Are you sure about Darcy Short opening then?
Okay, sorry, I'm gonna take that back as well then. No givens in this mathematical solution.
I think Joss Buttler, Ajinkya Rahane.
So
you think Darcy Short's going to come in the middle?
I think so.
Against the spin?
No, number 3, yeah.
Number 3.
Okay, no, you got to go different now. You got to go.
Right.
I need different entries from two of you.
I'm going to go left hand, right hand. So Darcy Short surely is coming to open the batting with Buttler.
With Buttler.
Surely.
And then 3.
I'm going to go Sanju Samson.
3, 4.
What are you going 3?
Then if you're going Sanju Samson 3, then Ajinkya Rahane 6.
Okay.
6.
Well, there are different permutation combinations.
I have a feeling you both are taking this game seriously. We need to take this game seriously.
No, you will never be able to guess.
We've got no clue.
The fact is, you can't play this game seriously when it comes to RR.
Yeah.
Well, Sanju Samson's played so well at number 3.
Yeah.
So I can't see him moving.
Okay, so
He's moved at least 3 times in the tournament. Can you imagine?
So you think Ajinkya will go 3? You think he's going to open, don't you?
Well, I think Ajinkya is just there to lead the side.
Cool. He's a great bat. All right, so I'm saying what Zach's entry is. Zach is saying Buttler, Rahane to open. You've got who have you got at 3 then, Zach?
Yeah, then you can go left, right.
So then you want
then Darcy Short comes in 3.
Okay.
And then you have Sanju Samson batting at 4.
Then Ben Stokes.
Yeah.
Then Stuart Binney. Then Krishna Pagotham.
Yeah.
Right. All right. And Michael scratching his head. You're going to cut to a close-up of Michael.
I'm going Buttler and Short. I can't see how you bring Short back in unless he's opening the batting.
Yeah. So Buttler Short, and then you've got Samson at 3.
I'm going Samson at 3, and then it depends on who gets out.
So is Rahane 4 or Ben Stokes 4?
I'm going to go Ben Stokes.
4. So then where's Rahane?
Rahane's stroking in at 5.
He's at 5.
Yeah, and then you've got
Stuart Binney at 6 or Krishna Pagotham?
Again, I'll go Binney at 6, Krishna at 7.
Excellent. I hope we made a note somewhere, right? We're gonna tally this in the end, because that's the beauty with the Rajasthan Royals, because musical chairs with their batting line.
Well, they'll be in the dressing room now. None of them will know where they're batting.
Yeah, just bat up all 11.
Whoever's ready, just go out there.
Yeah. So they decide the batting order by saying, "Put your hand up. Who wants to go out?" Me. All right, off you go. But he's not even part of the team.
Ajinkya will be putting the hand up, but no one will be looking at his hand. That's what is happening in that.
Poor fellow, man. Poor fellow, really. All right, we're going to just remind you once again of the joy factor question for today. It's a long-winded question, but it's pretty simple, I tell you. There's a guy who was in the Ranji Probables in the year 2000, but he didn't make his first-class debut till 13 years later. And then also he played only 2 games in his Ranji Trophy career. But of course he's remembered in T20 because in a very popular T20 tournament he became the highest wicket taker. So a guy who in Ranji was sort of remembered, then forgotten for almost a decade and a half, then came in to a T20 tournament, not saying which one, and became the highest wicket taker in that particular edition. So there you go. That's it. That's very simple. I'm telling you, it's a very small group. Think of people who were forgotten and came in sort of late in terms of years and made an impact. So that's it. Hashtag Cricbuzz Live. That's where you have to send in your tweets. And of course, we've got a miniature red table, this beautiful red table that the whole world is talking about. The Guggenheim is calling me. The Louvre is calling me, saying, we want the red table. I'm like, no. It stays with me. But the miniature ones are for you, signed by all our guests. I think the Guggenheim one went too far, did it? Did I sell that? I thought I sold that.
I like the table, though.
No.
Keep talking about the table. Who's the Guggenheim? Who's
the Guggenheim Museum?
All right. Okay. Went straight over my head, that one.
That did. Was it a bouncer?
Yeah.
It was a slower bouncer. I managed to trick Michael Vaughan. All right, gentlemen, quick call. What do you think it's going to be? Do you think RR will get this?
I think they could get over the line, yeah.
Yeah? You think?
And they got a very good chance of winning this match.
They're both not committing, though.
No, he's not committing.
You can't commit for sure. Because on this track, if you get it right, and if you hold your catches, I think you can make a match out of it. So there is certainly, I think, enough in the wicket, because if you look at the way RR has approached their fielding and all that, they could have been in a much better situation than this. So looking at that, maybe there is something in the wicket. It's a little bit of sticky wicket. So yeah, they can do something with the ball.
There's the first ball has just been bowled. It's 0.1 Bumrah bowling, and it's 9 on the board already.
9 on the board.
It's a boundary and 5 wides. So there you go.
That's not a great start.
Yeah, well, not a great start. Are you now saying Rajasthan Royals?
Yes.
Yes, with a little more surety. Now that it's down into the 150s to win. Well, okay, so we're going to see you in 90 minutes. That's all from us right now on Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur. Big thank you to Zaheer Khan and Michael Vaughan. And thank you so much for watching. We'll see you in 90. Bye.